Oof. Hiya, Pack. Things are a bit laggy, mostly because Dragon Age is trying to compile its shaders, and I'm only at 30%. So all the stuttering and such, I apologize. Until it's done, I am playing with one of Minnie's new toys. If you saw the string, he has a bee toy. Look at his little cute bee. It can have catnip in it. And Minnie is enjoying the ever living daylights out of playing with me right now. I know you guys kind of can't see him past me and my pink. There he is. This is what I'm doing right now, yes. Until the shaders load. He asked me to play with him, so I am playing with him. Isn't he adorable? Anyway, I'm going to put my camera back where it goes, because you guys can see him now from there, as long as I hold sideways. Yeah, he's a happy cat. As long as he has me to play with him. Oh, oh, oh. Goodness gracious, little bud, you almost fell. He loves his new sunflower one, by the by. Yeah. Yeah, even Twitch is having issues. Everything's having issues. Anytime I bring this up, anytime. I should have let the shaders load before I started everything, but I did not play it smart, apparently. Yeah. Oh, yeah, you see in a picture there? That was gifted to me by my dear husband, Demon. Yes, it's Starry Night, except it's supernatural. It's better. I'm a supernatural fan. Also, we now have a Coco in here. If you saw Finn try to bat at something, that's who. Oh, you okay, little one? Yeah, he's okay. Oh, you stuck there, Minnie? Hey. Hey, baby, are you stuck? Here, I gotta help him for a second here. I mean, it's not like we got anything better to do, yeah? Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. There we go. Here we go. I got you, Minnie Cat. Yeah. The slight stuttering, dropping frames. I know what's going on. It's not actual frame drops. It's the fact I'm sitting here on the compiling shader screen. And Dragon Age does not like that. Or at least Twitch, YouTube, and OBS don't like that. Basically, it considers I'm doing too much at once, yeah. More or less. I mean, you can see the percentage of the shaders compiling at the bottom. It seems a little smoother on YouTube, at least. Because everything gets better when I click off that. Smooths out, fine. Everything's nice and happy and go lucky. And then I click back on that screen where it's compiling all the shaders. And Minnie has run away, by the by. So now I get to indulge in a piece of chocolate. Is Coco still in here, Minnie? You better get her if she is. Oh, yep, Coco was. So now they're chasing each other. Um, Fun thing here, I don't remember where I was um, in the game, so that's going to be fun. Uh, yeah, it's not liking the compiling shaders. YouTube seems slightly smoother. And we're at 60%. Minnie, you have returned. Boop. Stick. B. Look, Minnie, you got your B. Look at this cute little tiny horror terror kitten. He's so sweet. Yeah, my computer does not and has never enjoyed. At least I can watch it go through on the BS screen and not have it up. Okay. And close out of that because that'll work. Come on, Benny. Seriously. Just playing with the cat until the shaders are done compiling. If I could get all this on screen, I would. You see this? This is what I put up with. I'm sorry. Just, you guys see him, right? You are not letting go of the bee. If you want to keep playing, you must let go of Mr. B, Fenrir. Pin him in. Thank you. He has freed the bee. Well, we're at 80% on the shaders. Woo! Hey, I thought you guys would at least want to see the little tiny puffball play. Am I wrong? Even the people on YouTube would want to see that. God. And my little cat. Are you the craziest little boy in the world? I don't know if that was caught or not, but that was grand. Boing! Hi, Mish. We got another visitor. He's all the way. Sorry for the mic boon in the way, but there he is. Mush kitty. Cinnamon, are you okay, baby? Let me fix it for the cat. Minnie. Minnie, go. Minnie. 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 Ah. Well, you guys got to see the chaos that is my 3 cats. Even YouTube got to see that this time. Woo! That was hilariously terrible. I'm at least on part 7 according to this. So, yeah. Seriously, I wish this would stabilize so I can actually see. And it's not going to. And particularly YouTube is being more stable than Twitch today for me. I'm not even kidding. I see YouTube too is stuttering, but that's primarily because of this. Once the shaders finish compiling, I will be reloading Twitch at least. YouTube's even stuttering horribly. There is literally nothing I can do until the shaders are done. That's what it's like living with cats, though, Pat. And the tiny terror came back in. He is behind me. I need to move that stuff so you guys can see it better. There's not really a good space, especially with how I have my camera cropped. I mean, I took off the cropping. I don't think you guys would like it. There's a lot of mess behind me. Uh-oh. Somebody's in the box. Somebody's in the box. And Finn is hunting their butt while they're trying to go in the box. Yes, I'm weird just like my cats. But my cats are crazy. Bracern is Storm in the box, and Finn is... Oh, hey, we got it. Everything is a little lag behind. Can I blame it? No. Now we're going to refresh Twitch here. That hopefully will assist Twitch. I'm going to refresh YouTube, see if it catches up a little bit. It's about as caught up as it's going to get. Okay, I was last on my main character, so I can hit continue. Now I can actually unmute the background audio for you guys to hear because I didn't want you guys to hear the struggles and stutters. Alrighty. So we're supposed to go to the wetlands, but I also have Fire on the Sands. Pinnacle of its kind. I have this. And I have all of this. That sounds fun. That's going to be interesting, but we're going to track the companion quest. A son! Yes, I pet you! Yes, pet the baby griffin! Yes, I love you, a son! I forget, I can actually go on... That's where I'm eventually going to be going. I really don't want to bring Tosh, but I will bring Tosh. Really don't like Tosh. And I think I'm going to bring Emmerich. We'll say, it's not terrible to be back in the game. It's a very pretty game. It's just been forever. And the stutters are because my computer is not used to this anymore. I haven't played this game in a couple months. Just making certain I have everything equipped for her before I go into this. Did I actually take a hit now? big thing after me. Yeah! Of course! I love these things. I hit dodge and it doesn't dodge. Gotta love it. This is why I prefer... Hey Todd, can we murder this thing that's trying to murder me? Like, legitimately, he's the big bad thing here that's not taking any action. This is why I prefer my little warden baby.
Good shot. Ready and willing.
It's gonna take me a while to get back used to the game anyways, but that should not have been that difficult. Whee!
Coming together, Tosh. I've heard such stories about the Lords of Fortune.
Don't touch me if I die.
I beg your pardon?
Don't do weird magic to my corpse.
I assure you, a watcher always... What do you mean by weird?
No death magic. Rook gets my body if I die.
I what now?
If that's what you wish.
What the hell? Okay. I'm starting to think Tosh might actually kind of be funny. Because that certainly was funny. That certainly was funny. I will admit. For Tosh, that was hilariously funny. There we go. And then eat through him like that. Give myself a little extra heal because I know there's 2 heal pots here. Okay. I really need to get back to my other character with this because I don't even have Tosh on my rogue. Oh goodness. Sorry, minis. That was... I didn't think they'd have such a interesting conversation. Between Tosh and Emmerich. What the? Well, that shouldn't have worked, but okay. They really did not do well with the movement on this. They really did poorly with the movement capabilities on this game. That has truthfully been my only complaint with it.
Wait, Death Mage. You eat?
Why wouldn't I?
Oh. Death Mage stuff?
I had jam and toast only an hour ago.
These guys are weird. Todd is weird, but funny.
Hey. Some for you. Some for you. Hey, don't be a dick. That was for the little one. Stupid birds.
Unexpected.
Look at you feeding the birds.
My mother made me do it when I was young. Sent me out here every night with dinner scraps.
We're a ways from town.
She said I had a lot of energy to burn off. Sometimes I practice with the fire out here. It's safer. No people around. Lots of water.
Is it magic, or...?
It's not magic. My mother says the Kunari used to be closer to dragons. Something in our blood.
The Antom called you a Dari?
Yeah. Old Kunari word for fire breather. A few like me are born every generation. My mother thinks Adari were meant for something special. She's always looking through the old texts for clues. Come on. Don't want to scare the birds.
Okay. Yep.
My mother left
switches
the
me
Qun
from-
not far from here. She got herself transferred to Kontar from Parvalan. Smuggled me there and then walked out.
I thought Kontar was well fortified. How did she escape with a child?
The Qun isn't a prison. People can leave if they want. You little guys hungry?
Do you miss living under the Qun?
Not much to miss. I was a baby. My mother misses it. She was an Ashkari back then. A scholar.
Why'd she leave?
Me.
Well, that much is obvious. She left because of you.
There's enough for all of you. Shathan was worried about what the Kunari would do with a fire breather like me.
What would they do?
She said they'd have me put in the Antom, use me as a berserker. The idea scared her enough that she left her library and walked away from the Qun. There you go. Come on. Over here's where I practice.
Why not on the beach?
Don't want to scare the birds. We just fed them. What the crap is that?
The Antom must be marking their territory.
Not on my beach. Vosh Vatari! Come on. These banners need to burn. All right.
Nice. What does it feel like when you breathe fire like that?
It's more like spitting.
Ew.
Something inside my throat opens up and lets stuff mix together. Then there's this rush of heat as I roar it out.
I'm surprised it doesn't hurt your mouth to do that.
It can. One time my tongue got in the way. Got a mouthful of fire.
Ooh, ouch.
Didn't hurt much. My mother has to make food extra spicy so I can taste it.
And I guess that's the trade-off of being a fire breather.
It's fine. I smell stuff better than most people.
An Antom supply cache. Too bad it's locked up.
Not for long. Watch. Let's see if it burns.
She has a whole lot of things she can do, apparently. Why'd they make you so integral?
It burned right through it.
Yep. Melt some metals, not all.
How'd you figure out which kinds of metals you could melt?
My mother said I went through a lot of spoons as a baby. This way.
More birds to feed?
Something like that. Karash, it's Tosh. I brought food.
Avatosh, it's good you came early. The feather clouds are getting lower. It's going to rain. Who is this with you?
This is Rook. She's a friend.
A friend. All right. Make sure you both dress for rain. Drip rain, not mist rain.
Hello?
Nice to meet you.
And you.
Karash was a worker caste navigator. Got dragged along with the Antam when they invaded.
They told us it was ordered by the Kyun. I was not taught war. I was taught the weather. Red clouds for thunder, gray clouds for rain, green clouds for the devouring storm, and black clouds for the Antam cannons. After what they did in Ventus, I ran away.
Yeah, you need any help?
Is there anything you need? We saw that the Antam were in the area.
Yes, I knew some of them from the dreadnought where I worked. I know places to hide. They did not see me.
Let me know if they give you trouble.
I am at peace, Avatosh. I have the clouds to watch and fish to eat.
More than just fish. Here you go. Shathan said to eat the fruit before it spoils.
I like the cookies better.
Everyone likes the cookies better.
I'll eat the fruit. Thank you, Avatosh.
Panaheydan. I'll see you soon.
So the dragon hunter has a softer side.
The Kyun says you take care of people.
So you're a little Kunari, a little Rivani, and a little dragon?
Yeah?
I get that.
Come on. I should tell my mother how Karash is doing.
Multicultural, yeah. Little mage, little elf.
So how do you get it?
I had to leave most of my old life behind when I joined the Shadow Dragons. And now I'm fighting elven gods. So you take what works from each part, right?
Yeah. I had to take Kunari language classes growing up. I had to learn how to tie these stupid knots. It wasn't so bad when the Kunari and Ravain were at peace. Now the Antam have broken from the Kyun and started attacking. People look at me like they're scared I'll switch sides.
That's their loss. People who've only ever been one thing will never know how big the world is.
Yeah? Maybe. Mother, what are you doing here?
You used to call me Tama.
I also used to wet the bed. Want me to start that up again?
I'd rather you didn't. Not that it's my business. She's not in my...
She always did like the flustered ones. In truth, Evatosh's tastes are quite varied, although it is uncommon for her to be attracted to men.
Mother.
Perhaps because in some ways, she acts more like a man herself.
Why are you here?
I came to ask Karash about the tablet your group recovered. I wondered if some of the symbols might be used among the Antam.
Be gentle. Don't make him talk about the war.
I see the wisdom of your suggestion. I also see that you used your fire again, Chakra Toebra.
Chakra Toebra.
Remember to keep your consonants crisp. Kunari do not slouch, and neither does our language. Panaheydan, Evatosh. You did well bringing Karash his food.
Sorry. She's like that.
She cares about you.
She's very involved in your life.
Yeah.
It was nice to meet Karash.
Yeah. It was.
You know, why they just treat my character as if it was a male when she's not a male? Tosh spent time on the Rivani coast feeding the birds and practicing her fire breathing. An encounter with her mother, Shathan, showed that they do not always get along, but they have each other's best interests at heart. Says there's new quests here in Treviso. Yeah, you and the Necromancer, please. Thank you.
The field hospital. How is it doing?
They need more bandages, blankets, and herbs for poultices.
I will lean on the merchant princes to loosen their purse strings. Rook, you must find Chance.
What happened?
He was here earlier, deathly ill, saying he had to see the market master.
The market is filled with the sick and injured. If Chance is blighted, or about to become a darkspawn, find him, Rook. We'll stay here in case he returns.
Come on. We have to find Chance before he gets to the market.
I remember the guy who was sending me out missions earlier who was picked by the time we stopped speaking with him.
I promise there's great beauty in the Fade, Davrin.
The light show's pretty, I guess.
Its virtues go so much.
Look there. Who killed all those Onta?
Did Chance do this? He was going to see the market master. Let's find her.
Now, where were we? I promise there's great beauty in the Fade, Davrin.
The light show's pretty, I guess.
Its virtues go so much further. Trickles of magic, suddenly revealing great oceanic patterns, hidden pools of lost memory, and moments where we may break the bonds of time.
I don't doubt you, Emmerich, but
But
it's a good thing you're on our side.
I'm so used to other games.
Excuse me? Did a crow named Chance come by recently?
He saved us, is what he did. The Antam were planning a raid to steal our supplies for the injured. We heard them right outside the gates. Chance dealt with the brutes before they even set foot into the market. And he left you a note.
Time is running out. Do not wish to harm the people or city. Drowned district already fallen to the blight. Fitting place to wait. Show me no mercy. I may no longer be myself when anyone finds me.
Chance is blighted. He asked us to make sure he doesn't hurt anyone. He's waiting for us in the Drowned district.
Sometimes I wish I'd gone a mage for the crows.
The Hammond
We're close to where Chance's note said he'd be.
Will do.
What works, yeah. Man, this is disturbing.
Trouble nearby.
Well struck, Rook!
Yep. Now it's time to actually do some work. Give me a heal, Emmerich. Thank you. And enough is enough of these little small fries. Seriously.
Hot dog spawn. Not a chance.
Enough! Little tiny minions! Hey, Davrin. Where's your taunt? There's your taunt, buddy.
Good job, Davrin.
No. Angle him. Yes. Really? Honestly, that was overkill, sir. I'm not getting 5 seconds to do a couple of hits here. Hit 3 now. Please hit him.
I'm ready again!
Hey, Davrin.
Keep it coming, Rook.
that. 1, 2, and 3, and dodge that. And then hit 3 again. Then hit Enfeeble on him to weaken him. 1, 2, and 3.
I'm ready to go again.
Alright, we're gonna go ahead and hit him with
Son, hit him.
the Sand. Not detonate necessarily, but and he's staggered, and there he goes.
Thank you, friends.
Many live, thanks to him. May he find peace.
Let's let Taya and Viago know what happened here.
Pretty much. It's a sad thing that he passed, but we fast travel there. Oh, we got an ad coming. Yeah. Let's turn this in and then we'll take our ad break, yeah?
A handful of Anton have left the city.
Only a handful?
I heard they feared the blight in the canals.
Opportunists fleeing their easy perch. They should fear that damned butcher instead.
We found Chance. He saved the market from Anton before Blight took him over.
Thank you for giving him a kinder end.
His name will be on the memorial we are building for all the lost.
Please, visit later if you wish to see it.
You really are trying to help Treviso?
As much as I can.
Era used to say I should try to... Sorry. Sore throat.
Yet is it really just a sore throat? Anyways, we shall be taking our break here. Pretty much everything except that, because that requires more of the zone unlocked. And this requires us to go back to, requires us to go to the swampland area. We are going to take our break, as I've said, and then we're going to go do the last of the regrets of the Dreadwolf. And then we will, and then we will go to the new zone if we have time. Anyways, we will be right back, Pat. And we are back. Going to the crossroads, see if we can't hunt down the last piece of this quest.
Places between.
Eee. Pretty soon this is where I have to go to the wetlands anyways.
Nice hit, bro.
And again. And
Over there. Another entryway, like the one that took us to that Solus memory.
let's hope it doesn't utterly bug out on us.
There. It's happening again. We're in another of Solus's memories. Remember last time? The past really can still hurt you.
I hate that we don't leave footprints in the snow.
Lassa Gilan. Spirits, fade friends, come forth. Enter the circle. Reveal yourselves.
Solus. Whatever happened in this memory, he was personally involved.
Spirits, the Dread Wolf asks for your assistance on a crucial mission.
The false gods, the Evanuris, have overreached. I shall humble them. Within this citadel lies a relic, with the power to imprison even a god. With it, I can bring their tyranny to an end, forever.
You are spirits of chaos, disorder, and disruption. We ask you to disrupt the Citadel's defenses. Give us the opening to get that relic. For freedom!
More visions of the past. Solus sent these spirits out to fight the gods. If we're spirits of disruption, let's act like it.
Can do.
Love you for that, Davrin.
Spirits! How did the wolf call up so many?
Remember, they can hurt us. Stay sharp.
I feel bad for the recruits. This appears to be the only way to go, so...
Okay. We're through.
The gods told us his fortress couldn't be breached!
Sweetheart, the gods lie. sorry, the gods lie.
More enemies. Go. They bring the strength of the Fade.
Fun. You know, sometimes the dodge button doesn't work whenever you hit it.
The Evanurus know it.
They've changed their plans. Elganon may be a tyrant, but he is not a fool. That means the relic is genuine. We are close, and Elganon is afraid. Put our strongest in the vanguard. Prepare to breach the citadel. It will not be easy, but we shall win the day.
Disruption, lead the charge and do what you do best. Whatever champions the gods send against you, bring them down.
More of them.
To all tyrants!
Yeah, these poor recruits are just gonna die to electricity. I mean, seriously.
You must hold fast!
Hold fast? Yeah, they're recruits. I'm sorry, they're not strong. They're annoying. You know, I always hit them and they still don't die. Got that one. Got that one. I want you both to attack him, and I want you to battle cry. Thank you, Davern.
Disruption fought to the last, and it was all for nothing. We couldn't take the Citadel.
Wait, that body's me.
It was not for nothing, my friend. The distraction the spirits gave us allowed our agents to retrieve the relic.
Distraction?
No force could have breached their citadel. But it was necessary for the enemy to believe we were committed. A heavy sacrifice, but one that gave us a real chance to end the war.
You knowingly sent all those spirits to their deaths. Solus, we're supposed to be better than that.
They died true to their nature, doing what they loved, Falasan. Let that be a comfort, that this war did not corrupt them into something different from what they were supposed to be.
A ruse. That's all it was. By this point, Solus didn't care who he sacrificed if it meant stopping the Evanurus.
How many spirits in the end? Hundreds? Thousands?
Let's see what this fragment can tell us.
Now Out to the lighthouse.
You cannot do this, Algernon. You swore that we would give up our commands when this horrific war was over.
Our people need our leadership. If you're unwilling, leave.
Our people must rebuild, and we must help unite them.
So, we did not fight for freedom, but to conquer this land and our own.
We fought to win, and now the Evanuris are as gods. I do not answer to Mythal's annoying lapdog.
The people are afraid. They must believe in something.
They need strength.
And wisdom.
They need gods who can protect them.
We are not gods. You will learn that.
Every lapdog hides a wolf inside.
That was strange. They were speaking Elven, but I understood it.
I believe we have experienced a memory in each of our native languages.
Not just any memory. One of the Dread Wolves.
And the mages who declared themselves my gods? Well, mine and Davrin's, and Rook's.
It's not every day you witness the start of a religion. I wonder if they're all this disappointing.
I wish they were monsters. Something grand and terrible. Seeing them like that, they're no better than Tevinter nobles.
But no worse, either. They were people. And people can let you down.
All right. What else can we take from this memory?
Elgranon was hungry for power. Did anything he could to get it, and to hold on to it.
Then Solus, furious at Elganon's installing himself as a despot, started his rebellion.
There's another moving part in this. Mythal. She was keeping the peace.
Mythal and Solus were close. The Inquisition found a temple to Mythal, and there were wolf statues everywhere.
Then she sides with Elgranon over him. A betrayal.
I think I get where Mythal is coming from.
Really?
You've just finished some big war, everyone is exhausted, and now Elganon won't give up power? If Mythal sided with Solus, would Elganon have backed down?
Not a chance.
It would have led to another war. Mythal tried to keep the peace.
And Solus must see that, but still can't accept that she chose peaceful politics over his ideals.
Perhaps these murals aren't simply memories. They're what Solus wishes to forget.
His regrets. That means they're a way to learn his weak points.
Why are we worried about Solus? He's trapped.
Right. But the Dread Wolf was the god of trickery. He's looking for a way out. Bet on it.
Meanwhile, keep your eyes open in the crossroads. If there's a way to restore the rest of these murals, Solus would have kept it in his hideaway. It'd be nice to get inside his head for a change.
Yes, yes it would. another memory.
I was not certain you would come.
You were the one who walked away. I never turn my back when my friend needs me.
The Evanurus seek the magic of the Blight.
Impossible. The Blight is safely sealed away forever.
No, I wish I could believe you. I have sensed the breaking of the wards.
I will investigate your claims. If they forget the danger of the Blight, I will endeavor to remind them.
What if, instead, you left the Evanurus and remained with me? Do you not wish for freedom from this struggle?
Be at peace, love. I will stop them.
As you must. The Blight is our mistake.
Blight is our mistake. I want to learn more about
call
that.
Solus love in that memory?
That's what it sounded like.
So they were doing it.
The elven gods were free with their emotions. They felt things deeply. The way they expressed things, well, it feels romantic to us, but that wasn't really how it was. Back then, I mean.
Nah, they were doing it.
I like you on that one. I like that one on that
Whether
one,
they
Tosh.
were doing it or not, Solus cared about her. That's what matters.
So the Dread Wolf goes to Mythal. They might be fighting, but they have history.
And he warns her about the other gods using the Blight. That's more important than his rebellion. It's like kingdoms coming together when an archdemon rises.
Mythal didn't think it was possible. She said the Blight was sealed away. There's an old legend about it. Davrin, the one with Andrul's armor. Not sure it matters.
Tell us the story here.
We're deep in elven lore already. What's the legend say?
Right. Well, Andrul was the goddess of the hunt. She put on armor, magic armor, made us something called the Void, drove her mad.
I remember this one. The other gods were afraid Andrul would turn on them. She was doing all kinds of horrible things, causing plagues. It does sound like the Blight.
Well, it all ends with Mythal fighting Andrul. After, Mythal turned into a dragon.
She what? Why didn't you start with that?
Anyway, she took Andrul's armor away. Then Andrul's madness left, and peace returned.
Intriguing. So it's possible Andrul stumbled onto the magic of the Blight.
And when Andrul went mad, Mythal took it from her and locked it away.
Until someone started using it again.
Okay. Solus warns Mythal about the other gods using the Blight. It's not just bad, it's something bad he feels responsible for. The Blight was our mistake.
How is the Blight their mistake? Did they find it? Did they make it? What does that mean?
Whatever it was, it convinced Mythal to take him seriously.
So Mythal goes off to investigate what Solus says. Then, what? It's too clean.
Seems plenty messy with them doing it.
But this isn't just a memory. It's something Solus wanted to hide. What's the crime? What did we see here that he feels guilty about?
I think I might know. When the Inquisitor was saving the world from the breach, she met Mythal.
What? Like in a dream?
It was complicated. She helped the Inquisition. There was a magic pond and a dragon.
Nice.
The point is, she also said the other elven gods betrayed her, killed her.
Okay, sorry, point of order. If they killed Mythal, how was she still around to help the Inquisition?
Elven god magic? She'd spent centuries gathering strength and sharing people's bodies, I think.
If it was a truly benign possession, that speaks to her character.
So there's the shame Solus wanted to erase. He blames himself for Mythal's murder.
Well, it's not just that she died.
What do you mean, Tosh?
It's... Ugh. There was stuff he wanted to tell her, but he waited too long, and then she was dead. He never got to make it right. That twists you up.
That's it. There's our crime.
Doesn't really tell us anything we can use, though.
We know more than we did. That's something.
Then I guess we keep our eyes open if we come across more of these memories.
These are interesting. I'm enjoying this. We got one for Tosh. We got a timed mission for Davrin and something Balara. We'll go see about the mission, the rest of those memories after. Actually, I should do Davrin's first because it is one of the ones with the timer on it. Also, we are not just streaming on Twitch, we are streaming on YouTube as well. I need to constantly post that link here.
Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt.
Please do. I need to hear an actual voice now and then.
Can't imagine why.
I'm starting to dream that I'm a griffin. Squawk.
Well, you get high marks for effort.
He's toying with me. So what brings you by?
Just curious, really. Wondering what it's like being a Grey Warden. There've always been these legendary warriors living apart from the world.
Don't know about that. I spent time with people who were bad right up till they took their vow.
How so?
Weishaupt is the last stop for the wrong sort. If you're facing prison or worse, you can always join the Grey Wardens and take your chances with the Blight.
I've heard about Weishaupt. Never been there.
It's a giant fortress and home of the Grey Wardens. It's been standing for as long as anyone remembers. At least since the first Blight.
Does it have floating buildings like the lighthouse?
No, but things float up from the latrines.
Huh. Fun bunch you hang out with.
The wrong sort have their charm.
And just how, wrong are the wrong sort?
Thieves, brigands, pirates, and the odd murderer now and then.
Sounds fun, right up to the murdering.
At least now they're murdering Darkspawn.
Has your first warden always been, well...
a stubborn bastard?
One way of putting it?
He means well in his own way. He's old-fashioned. Tradition is everything. Keeps us disciplined. We never deviate from it.
He'll have to. Elganon and Gillenine won't play by his rules.
If he even believes in them. The man doesn't have much imagination. Even the right sort can be the wrong sort.
And the romance options, yeah!
You don't seem the wrong sort.
No one's born a hero.
You're really selling it.
It gets better. When Darkspawn threaten a village, when innocent people are in danger, then we swoop in, swords held high, armor gleaming, while 100 faces look to us for salvation. And they all live to see the sunrise because of what we do.
Okay. Now I get it.
Best part is the warden fighting alongside you. Maybe they've done some bad things in the past. But after that day, it's different. There's some honor in their life where there wasn't before. Nothing like seeing redemption happen before your eyes.
Everyone does deserve some
We all
form
need
of
that
redemption.
chance. Put past sins to right.
It makes the warden stronger to have people in our ranks who've lived in the shadows. When the storm comes, you don't want farmers and florists fighting archdemons. It takes the wrong sort to put the world right.
Sometimes it
Kinda
does.
like us, I suppose.
Minus the skeleton butler.
I don't know. Manfred the Warden has a ring to it.
How about we quit while we're ahead? See you around.
I adore Davrin. Now, there should be one with Posh over here. And
Why do you run
Balara.
around in fancy mage clothes?
Because I like them?
You're barely even wearing a shirt.
You fight Anton with a bare midriff.
Everything all right?
We're fine. Just trading fashion tips. So what I wear is a problem for you?
It's not. It's just... why dress like that? Are you trying to make your mother happy?
Is this about what your mother said on the beach?
No.
What'd she say?
Tasha's mother said that Tash acted more like a man than a woman.
And you feel like you should wear dresses to make her happy?
No. Can you imagine me in a dress? I'd look stupider than I'd look stupid.
This isn't about the dress, is it?
No, it's... I don't know. She always says stuff like that. About how I dress, how I act.
And?
It feels... right. When she says I act more like a man. It feels... right. Why does it feel right?
Tosh, do you like being a woman?
Nobody likes being a woman.
Ah.
This is stupid. Forget I said anything.
Hey, it's not stupid. I do like being a woman, but if you don't, maybe that's something to think about.
But what does it mean?
Could be about your mother's expectations, or about how it feels to be a woman and Kunari. Or maybe it's being a woman, period.
How would knowing that help? It won't change anything.
Some of my friends in Minrathous talk about not feeling comfortable in their own skin. As a man, as a woman. I could see if they'd like to talk. Maybe what they say fits how you're feeling.
Yeah. Okay. And thanks. You do look really pretty.
Oh?
To look at. I'd smudge your makeup.
Thanks for letting me down gently.
Okay, that's not terrible. I'll straight up say, well, they seem to shoehorn Tasha in for a lot of usefulness, because fire breath, yada yada. That about her feeling not herself in her own.
I cannot say.
That's interesting.
Who created you?
I cannot say.
What can you say?
I cannot say.
Right. Deserve that.
Got the archive spirit working, I see.
Rook, you're here. And I did. Sort of. A little bit. It appears, but it won't tell me anything.
You simply ask the wrong questions. A common affliction of the weak-minded.
Also that. It's kind of mean.
I thought it was just an archive. How can it be mean?
The creator, its creator, I mean. An archive spirit takes on the personality of whoever makes it. Which, okay, that's an idea. Syrian learned a lot, taught me a lot about these archives. They have, well, not thoughts like us, but sort of pathways, I guess. They can only respond to specific questions worded in specific ways. So, if you're powerful, like almost God level powerful, how would you talk to someone you see as lesser?
Really condescendingly, based on experience so far.
Right! You wouldn't ask questions, you'd tell them what to do, so let's try that. Archive, tell me who built you.
One of the greatest of Elvenan, a steward of her glory. Truly, I was blessed to bathe in his warmth. Anaris built me, and to him I shall someday return.
You mean the Forgotten One?
I cannot say.
Good point. That was us.
A forgotten one? You mean the bad gods parents used to scare their kids into behaving?
Don't speak their name or they'll come for you. Now we know what the so-called good gods were like. Really like, I mean. So who knows what they really were? The Forgotten Ones. They used to say Solus was one, so Best case scenario, like him. Worst case, well, you heard it talk.
Right. So this thing's dangerous if it belonged to one of them.
Could be, but still important and invaluable. Everything Anaris knew, this thing knows, and my people deserve to know. If I can get it to tell me.
Archive, tell me about the Dreadwolf.
An ideologue and a fool who will soon pay the price. When Anaris dispatches the Evanuris, he will spare a thought for Fen'Harel.
Archive, tell me about the Evanuris.
A group of cowards, hiding behind their more powerful magic and superior numbers. Their jealousy of Anaris was palpable. Their war is unending, but Anaris will prevail.
Good luck.
Have fun with the condescending spirit.
I'll try. Could be worse, I guess.
Worse, like the wound of betrayal Lord Anaris suffered. Soon he will cast down the oppressors and take his rightful place.
What a shame I can't stay longer. Good luck.
Appreciate the support.
Okay, I'm enjoying that. Some of these conversations, like the Tosh one, that didn't seem forced or anything. It's true, Tosh seems much more like a man than acts more masculine and feminine. So. It didn't seem forced, at least to me so far, for her.
You dare to try to cage us, jealous of our growing power!
You will pay the final price for this betrayal.
We warned you not to use the Blight. For this, and for Mythal, I sentence you to sleep in exile ever after. Your own lives will form the veil that keeps the horror you unleashed at bay.
So he locked the gods away and created a veil between this world and the Fade. I mean, they were terrible, no question. But what he did, it didn't just stop them. It destroyed our culture, our world.
Yep.
It wasn't just to stop them. It was to stop the Blight. We've seen how bad Elgar'nan and Gillenane are. Imagine all 7 corrupted gods running wild.
So he created the veil just to keep the elven gods locked in their prison?
Yes, to keep them from accessing the Fade. But was the creation of the veil around the world an accident?
You heard him yelling. That's not the sound of a ritual going right.
What do you think, Rook?
Honestly, I'm a little relieved. I've been feeling out of my depth trying to stop ancient gods. But Solus was flailing just as much as we are.
I had another question, and I'm sorry, maybe this doesn't matter, but Solus trapped the blighted gods in an ancient elven building, right?
That's what it looks like. Maybe a palace? Fancier than what I've seen in Arlathan, at least.
And then, the Magisters were lured into the Fade. They broke in, which let the Blight escape, and turned the Golden City black.
Right, and the Black City hangs in the Fade, a little reminder of their mistakes. What's wrong, Lace?
It's just... the Chant of Light says that the Maker built for them the Golden City, the center of all creation. But if the Golden City was an ancient elven palace, then the Maker didn't build it. The elves did. The Chant of Light is Andraste's visions from the Maker, but it sounds like it's wrong.
You're asking if we just disproved the entire Andrastian faith.
Did we?
Lace, I don't think you'll ever fully know whether the Chant of Light is literally true or not. What matters is that, in its better moments, the Chantry encourages people to be kind and help each other.
What do we tell the Chantry about this? Do we tell them about this?
People are already questioning because of Elganon and Gillinane. It hasn't stopped them believing.
I guess people need that comfort. Even if some parts of it aren't totally true.
The Dalish clans are struggling with the same thing. What do we keep? What do we lose?
The Elven Gods, the Maker. No matter who you light a candle to, you've got some hard questions to ask yourself right now.
Doctrine is not the truth. It is one of many paths to the truth.
I recognize the sentiment, though not the specific quote. Who said that?
My mother.
Ah. Questions of faith aside, we have some very real gods that still need killing.
Looks like there are 3 more of these murals with the Dreadwolf's old memories. Wonder what else he's hiding.
These are interesting. Very interesting little murals.
You have so long observed the world. Why not consider joining it?
But I have no desire to live as humans. I have the Fade. Besides, this talk of taking on a solid form. I think you underestimate the danger. When you took the glowing stone to build your body, did the earth not shake?
Delirium gives us the strength we had when we were of the Fade. We are the best of physical and spirit. I need your wisdom, Solus. To withstand the louder voices who would go too far like Elganon. I need you.
This is madness. You must know that. I will always follow where you go.
What?
This is astounding. The ancient elves were spirits who voluntarily manifested a physical form.
I'd rather go back to talking about the Blight.
Hey, Lucanus. Could Spite turn into an elf?
No.
Sorry, but... what?
As world-shaking revelations go, finding out we came from spirits is kind of fun.
Really?
Actually, a whole lot of things make more sense now. Like why some magic works differently for elves than everyone else.
And we wouldn't have that magic if not for this.
The knowledge that an entire people were formed from a mass manifestation could change our entire understanding of magic.
If we let it out, is that the right call? Do you want bigoted humans yelling about how elves are demons?
Davrin's got a point. World's not short on small-minded humans.
That is very true.
If the world learned about this, and it led to attacks against elves...
Elves have enough trouble as it is down in Ferelden.
We have to tell someone, though. Strife and Irulan, at least.
If I told Thea and Viago, they'd think I was sampling Viago's poison collection. No one would believe us.
Okay. We keep this to people we trust who have good reason to know. No shouting it from the rooftops.
Agreed. The Morn Watch has a great deal of experience keeping dangerous secrets.
So, beyond the world-shaking stuff, what else did we learn here? Solus himself was a spirit.
What kind do you think he was?
Well, his name is Elven for pride.
Oh, okay.
There's something else. Not about spirits, or not all about them at least. Solus didn't want to become a person with a physical body.
Right. He only agreed after Mythal begged him.
Then that's his regret. He wishes he'd never taken physical form.
Maybe, but not just that. Solus was scared. They built their bodies out of lyrium, and it made the ground shake.
This started the war.
You think the ground shaking was the Titans?
It makes sense, doesn't it? Something was hurting them, taking their blood.
So they struck back, like we'd swat a stinging bug.
The first memory we saw, with Elganon seizing power, it happened at the end of a war.
A war between the Titans and the elves.
And we just saw how it started.
Sting.
It feels like we still don't have the full picture. But I think that's part of what Solus regrets. He didn't see the danger.
Except he did. He was worried. You said it yourself.
He did it for Mithal. Everything that followed, he could have prevented if he just told her no.
Then he's got a war on his conscience. Plus, whatever we find next.
This is all so interesting. All the lore. All the lore. The lore drops. The intrigue. The twists. This is good. This is good.
Have you created what we need?
With this, the proper ritual will sunder every titan from its spirit. But you must know those severed dreams will certainly be driven mad. A disembodied blight of pain and anger. It is awful what we're doing.
And the only way to end this war.
The dwarves' titans became the...
Solus made the weapon that killed the Titans. No, not killed. He cut away their dreams and left them broken and mindless. He passed me in the halls of Skyhold for a year. He made polite conversation, and he knew. He knew what he did.
God. Oh my god. Holy crap. Oh, this is...
Lace, what my people did to yours, that's unforgivable.
You don't need to apologize.
Well, someone should.
Our leaders attacked the Titans for their lyrium. Then, when the war turned against the elves, our leaders did this.
And when the war was over, they enslaved your ancestors. No. Solus, Mithal, and Elgernon are the ones who need to apologize.
To do such a thing.
Holy shit.
No wonder regret eats away at Solus.
Legit.
No, it's worse than that. That isn't what Solus regrets. Those severed dreams will be driven mad. A disembodied blight of pain and anger.
The blight.
You can't. That's not possible.
When a warden hears the calling, it's like a song in their mind. Sound familiar to you, Lace?
The song of lyrium. Of the Titans.
We think of the Blight as this monstrous force with no mercy, no compassion. Evil incarnate. Instead, it's a caged animal. Mistreated and imprisoned for centuries. Until all it knows is fear.
Can we fix this?
If the blight is the Titan's dreams, can we, I don't know, heal it?
Bring it back.
Bring it back from all that anger?
I'm afraid I have no idea. In theory, it would be possible to restore dreams to the Titans.
You can't set it free before it's healed. You'd have blighted Titans laying waste to the entire world.
The Titans are a problem for later. We have Elgernon and Gillenane to deal with now.
And then I want Solus to look me in the eye and answer for what he did.
Each of these memories has been a deeper regret, and almost all of them involve Mithal.
Only one mural left to uncover by my count. If we find it, we'll see what's worse than this.
Shit. The elves created the... Holy shit! This is... Oh... Not you. You're the one I want. Sorry, Pack. I had to. I got a friend who's just as into these games as I am, and oh my god, is that information gonna fake him? We got 2 quests. Let's go ahead and pick up these quests real quick, and then see about them. Yeah, this is her zone.
Hey, you heard of the Hall of Valor? It's a fighting arena with the lords.
Interesting.
Just tell me when you're ready.
Hall of Valor fighting arena. Okay. Cool. And now go to Emmerich, pick up his quest, and then we do the last mural.
Rook, interested in visiting the Memorial Gardens?
What are you up to?
I must tend to some rites in the necropolis. I'd like to show you its more peaceful side.
I'm all for that. I actually kind of find the necropolis intriguing. Anyways. The last mural. I think I'm probably going to end stream with all these revelations. This is insanity. An actual load screen with this one?
I knew that you would find me soon enough. You need the power of a god. The strength that I alone still carry.
The blighted Evanuris will soon break free from their prison. I must make a stronger one that can contain them.
While the prison is important, it is not the only goal you seek.
Why should I not tear down the veil and bring back immortality to all the Elven people? They deserve it.
The Elven people of today do not deserve to see the world they love be torn apart to salve your conscience.
I must fix what I have broken. I am sorry.
As am I, old friend.
Solus killed Mythal? After all that? Is this another memory from a different time?
No. He wore that same outfit in the Inquisition. We knew Solus woke up in this world without most of his power. Now we know how he got it back.
By killing the only other god around and stealing her power.
All that epic magic and godly power. In the end, it comes down to love and murder. Same as always.
So we've got all the Dreadwolf's deep, dark secrets. Anything we can use?
He's being honest about fighting the Blight. Whatever happens, he won't risk letting it back out into the world.
Agreed. But he has a plan to escape that prison, and not one we'll like.
He turned on Mythal, the one person he was actually loyal to. There's no way he won't turn on us.
He's a spirit, or was once. He might be able to possess someone, affect minds, all the things spirits do.
He created the veil. His very nature is tied to it. That will be a source of strength, but also a potential weakness.
Mythal has him all messed up. Anything about her or Elgernon is gonna make him angry. Sloppy.
Solus thinks he knows what's best for everyone. Anything he does, he'll do while telling himself he's the hero.
He's smart, but we know him.
The bad news is that the god of lies and trickery is almost definitely preparing to betray us. The good news is that we've gone through his dirty laundry.
So, we know his motivations. You think we can set a trap of our own?
That's the hope.
You have witnessed the Protector's tale, Dweller. Almost to its end.
Almost? How can there be more?
When the mighty fall, their echoes cross the ages.
An audience is warranted. Speak with your visitor. She awaits you in the crossroads.
Okay, I cannot wait until E gets back to me on this, because E is going to go like, wait, what? Oh my god, is he gonna be shocked by that news? This is insanity. Demon needs to play this further. He really needs to play it and go through all of this. There's no way he's expecting those twists. This is insanity. It's amazing with the storytelling.
Well met,
Morgan! Morgan.
How did you get here?
I did tell you I had my ways through Illuvians when I introduced you to the Inquisitor, did I not?
The Illuvians in general, yes, but not the Dreadwolf's crossroads.
I would think you have more pressing questions at the moment. Questions about Solus and Mythal?
Mythal?
The two gods have always been linked, have they not? First, when Mythal bade her companion spirit to abandon the Fade and take on mortal form. Then, when Solus spilled Mythal's mortal blood, that he might absorb her power as his own.
Wait, how do you know exactly what we saw of Solus's past?
Because...
Think upon it, Rook. You saw for yourself in the Dreadwolf's memories. When Mythal stood against the gods' manipulations of the Blight, she was betrayed and struck down. Yet she survived and returned ages later to aid the Inquisition in its hour of need. How?
Ancient elven magic?
The elven gods had access to magic beyond anything we...
Sorry, Pack. Had to...
But it matters less what they possessed than what they were. You recall that the first elves were spirits, do you not? Mythal was a spirit turned elven. And when her body was struck down, to spirit she returned, her essence sheltered in a willing mortal vessel. Over the centuries she journeyed from host to host, slowly amassing her former power anew. Until once again she was struck down, on this occasion by Solus. He absorbed her power, but not her memories.
Then where did they... Wait. You?
As you say.
You're Mythal? That's why the ambient magic around you is so fractured.
Such a flattering picture you paint of this ancient bond.
What? That was like how Elganon and Gillenane can talk in your head, but...
'Twas Mythal you heard, her echoes. Yet I am not the goddess returned.
What are you, then?
I once feared Mythal would consume me were I to carry her, but 'twas not so. I remain free-willed and mortal. What I now possess is but a spark of Mythal, shadowed memories through which to sift for meaning. As to our admixture, I suspect you have questions.
How'd this all happen?
So, there's the soul of an elven god inside you. How does that even happen?
Mythal's last host was my mother, Flemeth.
Oh.
When I learned she intended me to become the next receptacle of an ancient god's soul, I feared naught would be left of my own. It inevitably came to pass on a deep night. I was awakened by the presence of a blaze of magic in the shape of a woman who both was and was not my mother.
Sounds terrifying.
I don't think I'd recover from that.
Neither did I, at the start. Mythal's memories were both gift and burden, this blazing woman told me, but I must accept them of my own accord. The decision was paralyzing. What would it mean to become such a host? What would be lost if I refused? In the end, 'twas something in my mother's voice, which guided me.
What was that?
Regret. Not the regret of a god, but of a mother who knew she would never see me again. And so, my mind remains my own. What I gained was knowledge, both Mathal's and of those who bore her.
This is so interesting.
How can you carry Mathal's soul if you're not an elf?
Her spark has sheltered within both elves and humans who were sympathetic to her in thought and circumstance. Mathal's last host was a woman wronged, trapped by those sworn to love her. We may readily imagine their kinship.
I guess someone as powerful as Mythal could bond with whoever she wanted.
Perhaps her death at the hands of the other elven gods forced her further from your people.
Possibly.
You would have met Solus in the Inquisition, right?
I did indeed. 'Twas before I possessed Mythal's memories. At the time, I thought Solus a scowling elven apostate whose sole passion was finding arguments. He heard me, in all my ignorance, expound on the histories of the elven people, explaining legends he had witnessed himself.
Bet he loved that.
'Tis not a memory that brings me pride.
Do you have information we can use against Gillenane or Elganon? Or Solus?
The last time Mythal faced Elganon and Gillenane, she was struck down by the very dagger you now carry.
What about Solus?
You may recall he murdered Mythal's former host to claim her godly might as his own. I hoard no untapped magical secrets, Rook. What I do possess, I share freely with you and the Veil Jumpers.
All right.
We're gonna snooze the ads again real quick here.
You didn't come out here just to tell me you're Mythal.
I am not Mythal in her entirety, but yes. The Dreadwolf has occasion to visit you in dreams, where he portions out advice. And now, after finding his memories, you have peered into his deepest sorrows. Tell me then, what do you make of Solus?
I should ask you. Mythal knew Solus better than anyone.
I would influence your answer. Or do you mean to discover if I would stand directly against the Dread Wolf, were there a need?
Would you?
I shall aid you in any way but that, even had I the power. What has passed between Solus and Mythal? I beg you, do not ask this of me again.
But he doesn't know
Solus talks a lot about what has to be done, being forced to make hard choices. But it's like he's trying to talk himself into it. I think, deep down, he doesn't entirely believe what he's saying.
'Tis exactly like the old wolf to tie himself into the most intricate knots. 'Tis not malice which made Solus your opponent, but conviction, a belief that only he may halt what he set in motion. Yet Solus was once beloved of Mythal. 'Tis his very loyalty and love for his people that led to the tragedy we now face. You may be in a position to determine how it ends, more so than either of you might realize.
Right, not alarming at all.
Well, that's not terrifying at all.
You have been thrust into the lives of gods. Fate will have its way, whether or without our permission.
Even more comforting, Morrigan.
If you would shape the outcome of your battle, I've one last secret to share. When Mythal was struck down by the other gods, it was with her own lyrium dagger, the dagger you now carry. Solus recovered it from Elganon, and from it extracted a fragment of Mythal that had lain hidden within its depths. This fragment, a younger sister to the one I carry, if you will, resides here, in the crossroads. I can open the way for you, find her, survive the encounter, and the essence you obtain will aid you in times to come.
Another fragment of Mythal? In addition to the one inside you?
You are aware of what the word fragment means, are you not? One small piece of many, formed when something greater is broken.
Hi, Coco baby.
The first elves were spirits, as you well know, and when a spirit is broken, it may shatter into pieces, each holding part of the original. Among the ancient elves who became known as gods, Dirthaman and his brother, Falondine, are but one example.
Survived the encounter?
All of that sounded great until survived the encounter.
You know Solus, and have seen Elganon, and memories of Mythal. They are creatures of emotion, as all spirits are. The fragment of Mythal that resides in me lived among mortals for thousands of years. She has grown wiser and more patient. This younger sister has not. She is the essence of Mythal as a god. She is unlikely to listen to polite requests, and though she is but a fragment of the goddess, the battle will test you sorely.
If she's just going to attack us, why tell us about her at all? We have enough enemies already.
A fragment of a god's essence is a powerful thing. It may give you options against Elganon and Gillenane, or against the Dread Wolf himself, should he prove as cunning and treacherous as ever.
Well, I'll see what I can do here.
Thank you for the information, Morrigan.
There is one more thing, if I may. Something whispered not by myself, but Mythal. The elves have learned many of the glories and horrors of ancient Elvenon. Yet your people live in this world now as the old elves never could. Know it as they could not. There is your strength. 'Tis why you shall surpass what came before one day.
Did Mythal see this? Is it a prediction?
A hope from a mother to her distant children, no less beloved than any before them.
Oh boy. Well, Pack, I think I'm gonna level up here. Could probably call it a that. I know I have a level up point. I don't even remember what I was going towards. Anyways, think we'll call it there for this game. That's a lot of heavy information here. I think I need some time to process this. Seriously, this is insanity. This is crazy. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching. I do hope you enjoyed this stream. I will be continuing this next week, of course, on Tuesday, as usual. And I will catch you all tomorrow, hopefully for 7 days. Hopefully for 7 days. We're going to have to wait and see. I will most assuredly at least be streaming tomorrow. Anyways, I will catch you all next time, yeah? Yeah. Later, Pack!